Hey everybody, Nick Licameli here with Technique Peak. Today we're talking about a great full body exercise that I think is often overlooked, but it hits many muscle groups and is very functional, and it's the weighted carry. Let's take a look. Thank you for that introduction. A few reasons why I like this exercise. So first, it trains us to dynamically and functionally maintain proper posture from our head, our necks, our shoulders, our lower backs, and our pelvis. And hey, two buzzwords, dynamic and functional. It's also a great exercise to train the rotator cuff as a whole. The function of the rotator cuff collectively is to stabilize that humeral head in the socket, and by applying a weight to our arms and carrying it, the rotator cuff is going to be firing to stabilize our humeral head into that socket. It's also a great closed chain hip abductor exercise because the added weight to our gait cycle further taxes the single leg stance movement, which is going to train those hip abductors. And as always, we're going to start in a neutral spine from our heads all the way down to our lower backs. So we're going to avoid this slouch forward posture, shoulders down and back, chin tucked, core nice and tight. We're going to avoid excessive lumbar extension like that. We're going to kind of tuck that tailbone a little bit and maintain that neutral spine. One of the many reasons why I like this exercise is because it is a great closed chain exercise to train the hip abductors. Because as we walk, we are going into a single leg stance on the right, single leg stance on the left, and back and forth. In order for us to perform a single leg stance and not have the pelvis drop on one side, the hip abductors have to be firing. So by adding the weight, we're just challenging this. We can also exaggerate the single leg stance by doing marching, or by just holding the single leg stance as we're holding the weight, making sure that that pelvis stays in line with the horizon and doesn't drop like this. By performing the loaded carry with only the weight in one arm, what we're doing is now we're further challenging the hip abductors on the opposite side, as well as the entire core and the obliques and the abdominals, because we are preventing our bodies from going into side bending. I hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Technique Peak. This is Nick Licameli, and we'll see you next time.